Hi Capricorn, welcome to your bi-weekly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading, so always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. Also, if you would like a private reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So Capricorn, this is a very important time for you to pay attention to whichever experiences are happening around you. And it seems that in whichever area of life they are happening, they are stirring up in you such strong emotions, such strong, intense, weird feelings that it's going to be hard not to. For those of you for who this message is to are going to understand what I'm talking about, because it's something that it doesn't really have to be manifested outside of you. It's something that deep within you feel. You feel tired of dealing with. You want to release yourself from. You want to end the cycle of your life that you that kept you feeling that you were trapped in a bad situation or in a bad environment where you couldn't grow and flourish, where you couldn't have your own needs met, where you couldn't have your own desire for fulfillment, true fulfillment, happening at a deep level. So you became kind of trapped or enslaved into a construction of your reality that worked for a while until you had to surrender to the fact that it doesn't. And so now you are about to make this transition and this ending of a cycle of your life to another one. And this type of endings and this type of situations many times are very hard to go through because they demand from us a lot of courage, emotional wisdom, and balance to keep through this process without being dragged with the conditions and the forces outside of us that keep making us feel that maybe we are doing the wrong thing, maybe we are destroying everything we have built so far, maybe we are just crazy and making a lot of a huge mistake. So this is something that you have been realizing. This is not something new, as you do have the Hanged Man here crossed by the Devil card. So a very spiritual oriented card crossed by a very physical attribute one. So it's like you are in a crisis in this at this time. It could be at a crisis of faith in your life between following a path that it seems much more enlightened with your own authentic self and truth, your own higher self, and keeping yourself in a place of obligation for your responsibilities, for your attachments, for your own patterns and conditionings over all of this time that you have been engaged with. So it's one direction pulling you to your spiritual, devotional, higher self that just wants to surrender and just wants to quit everything that's represented by the corruption, the ambition, the lack of soul, the lack of soul feeling in whichever area of your life you are currently feeling this. But many times this is an energy that is so strong that it's kind of spread in all areas of life and could have an impact in all of them. But deep down, this is about you. This is about how you feel about yourself, how secure and safe and stable and abundant you feel on your own being, as this is the Earth King and you are an Earth energy on your own. And in the foundation, you do want to feel yourself. You do want to feel free from burdens, responsibilities, and obligations, conventions, expectations that others in life have, society at large have from you. You want to build your own thing. You want to have your own sense of peace, knowing that you can join the physical and the spiritual attributes in your own life because they are a part of your own expression. So recently you've gained a sense of perspective about this, as you do have here the star card. Maybe during February or Aquarius season, you've gained an insight, you've gained a realization of something, a dream, an aspiration, a different type of thinking, a different type of idea that made you believe that it was possible to follow a path that it's true to your own sense of being, that it's free from whichever expectations and conditionings you still have on you, and it's where you're going to be free to feel connected with the divine sense, the divinity around you, the divinity of life, the divinity of your own self, attuning to your dreams and your ideals and your aspirations, finding balance between the physical and the emotional realm. So this is a very spiritual oriented time, and the only thing that might be keeping you is your over identification, that it's natural that you might feel this way, is your own possible over identification with the physical aspects of life that may make you feel that you will feel so empty and alone and without support and without resources, that probably this is a very bad idea. Whichever decisions, changes you are desiring to make, you may be questioning them because you feel that you will have no help, you will have no security, you will have no support at all. This is the problem with the negative overshadowing of this energy, is making you believe that your needs are not important, that what you desire is not important, that what fulfills you is not important. So you want to go through a path that, as dry and meaningless as it is to you and not a match to your own truth, you follow it because it gives you a false sense of security or a false sense of abundance and success. So pay attention to where your own negative patterns and voices that keep displaying in your mind, telling you that if you go through this path you will fail or you will be alone. It's a little bit of a poverty mindset, and it's in the near future. So whenever you feel lonely, poor, with difficulty in believing that there's something good that is going to come out of this, when you feel that a crisis of faith with your own sense of purpose in life, and what am I doing here, and what am I doing right now, and what is the meaning of life? You could be questioning the meaning of your own life at this time. So pay attention to just the negative tendency to believe that you are alone and unsupported by people around you and by life itself. Because as you can see, the problem with this negative focus is they go through a church, they go by through the church that could give him all that they needed to find back that sense of support and fulfillment and balance, but because they are so focused on the loss, engaging in the feelings of desperation and aloneness, they lose sense that there's a church there that is shining with the pentacles, bringing them the attention that it is possible to find help. It is possible that things are going to get better, because when you make decisions and when you engage in a path that it's about you, that it's about your truth and it's about your nature, the universe will always support you in any type of way. The problem is when you feel that the support should come in the old ways. So if you are expecting the support to come with the same type of people, energy, resources as it did before, that's an expectation that it's doomed to fail, because you are beginning a complete new stage of your life, and you need to let this one end, as the death card in the crowning position is pointing towards. There's a new life coming. There's a new direction, there's a new purpose, there's a new you. And you know that deep down in your soul. This is about allowing the change to happen, by allowing the ending to happen and letting it go. Allowing the shedding of your own skin to happen, so a new one can be formed, one that is much more real to you, one where you will feel much more comfortable with. Now, it's natural that while we are going through this, we feel all this, because it's such an intense process, that we feel all this heightened, confused emotions. So go and look for the support that is around you. Open your eyes. Don't let yourself be dragged down by the judgments that you are making of your own self. Don't let yourself be conditioning to think that your life is a box and your life is something that it's not allowed for you to go after. And you can be your own enemy at this time, as this card represents you. You could be your own enemy because you're not completely yet fully acceptance of the beauty that can come out of this, which is again the new dawn, the new life, a life where you can breathe easily, when you can feel things more naturally, when things flow. It's about flow to you at this time. Letting things flow, letting things end, letting things go, not expecting, not demanding, not putting guilt, not putting shame, not putting uh, thoughts of how you say, thoughts of bitterness over this process. Don't allow yourself to do so. And every time you do feel that this is a very bitter road, look look to all places. Look to the left, to the right, up and down. There's a guarantee that there's help available. You just need to see it. You just need to open that third eye and realize as well that when we cannot help ourselves, how can we see when help is available? And helping yourself at this time is about looking at your real needs, looking up, looking for those insecurities, looking for those places of disbelief that you allow yourself to disbelieve yourself and your power to go through this. So whatever dream, whatever aspiration, ideal, realization, outbreak of thought that you had recently, don't let it, don't let it, don't let it die. The stars are there shining to you, and they were shining to you, and they still are, for you to realize, yes, it can be a dark period, it can be a very difficult period of your life, but the star is still there, so follow it. Follow the trail of the star, and you will find the help, the abundance, the resources, and the balance that you need to go through. So, Capricorn, I wish you have a great time. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.